I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you will
go
not
on then,
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
Go on,
free
say,
speech.
go on. Say the M word. Go on.
No.
Hang on.
Don't invite. No.
No.
I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here. You and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Piers. I understand what you're trying to do. But we already know she's racist.
I hear you.
And I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there.
Bruh, I agree with Mark, bruh. If them folks had said that word, to be real, to me, it's OV. It's over with. See, I don't think people understand, that N-word thing, right? People don't understand why it's a privilege, for some people to say it. It's two different histories. There's the oppressor and the oppressed. That word would not even exist if the oppressor did not create that word to oppress the oppressed. Now, the oppressed have turned that word into something that's exclusive and more endearing, exclusive, and more empowering, even cool to the point where everybody now wants to say it because it's cool. But don't forget where the word originally came from. And if they didn't switch it around, nobody would be saying that word at all. You know what I'm saying? That word will mean something negative completely and totally. And that's why it's exclusive. I don't like anybody that says, the N-word, like white folks will say the N-word, nowadays, bro. If you're saying that, you are stupid. You are dumb because that means you don't understand why it's exclusive. These are two different histories. I put it to you like this. Imagine if your family were butlers, right? Maids, whatever it is, to your friend's family, right? Now, imagine your friend I'm talking about this is your friend. Y'all see each other so-called equals, right? Y'all cool, all that good stuff. Now imagine, that your family, used to be called like boy, whatever it is, Jack, whatever the word is, right? And now your friend decides to use that word as a joke with you. You know what I mean? You would understand that better now. Why? Because you brought it personal. Now you understand the difference because it's two different histories. That person's history and your history with that word is completely different. People say, oh, why don't they banish the word? That's not your right to say. You can't say what somebody should do with that word because your history is already, messed up. What you did is not something that can ever be forgotten. You are never allowed to say that word, permission or not, all that good stuff. You get what I'm saying? It's just, let's be real. And if you can't understand that, you're not empathetic enough. You don't understand what this land of empathy I'm talking about on my channel, Bro Talk, is. That means you don't put yourself in someone else's shoe. That now it's cool doesn't give you any right whatsoever to say that word. Bro, I'm telling y'all right now, if you not, bro, African Americans went through hell, bro. You need to go do your research. You know what I'm saying? So if they're flipping another word, around and all that good stuff, you need to understand why. Don't just say, oh, now it's cool. Now it's cool. Don't mean shit. It's not your history, so you should understand why it's exclusive. And if you cannot personalize, like I just gave you this example right there, your friend is not. They're not your friend if they understand the history, which make them understand why that word should not be in the vocabulary at all when when talking to you, or at all realistically, because they made that word bad. If the word existed before, they made it bad now. If the word was created by them, same shit. The word is just because of the history, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And it would always be triggering to somebody that, cares about their family. Why? Because their family was oppressed. So if you can't understand that, bruh, there's no point in talking to you, bruh. That means you lack empathy. You can't be talking about, oh, people use it now, so it's cool. Bro, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Now, falling back to this situation, man, this Piers guy, you know what I'm saying? I guess maybe he was saying it like, also, telling the ladies like, so y'all think y'all have the right to say it? You know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead and try that. You know what I mean? In the sense like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to basically going against them, but he's basically still trying to get them to say the word. And that's why Mark had to spaz out on him. Like, bro, what the fuck? I get you trying to prove a point, bro, but don't get, you know what I'm saying? Don't let these people say this shit. You know what I mean? Because he's just going, he's going to get their viral moment, but You get what I'm saying? That don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't have these people. You know what I'm saying? Don't test them like that, because these folks, we've seen this be happening. People be, you know what I mean, try to, you know what I mean. So nah, like my whole thing with the N word, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. As I always tell you, I see, you know what I mean. I don't see color, bro. I see everybody. That's what we are. We human first. But just like I said, your personality, you yourself are as a result of your history, your past, your previous experience. Before you watch this video, what happened to you is going, you know, play a fact in what you interpreted this video as. You see what I'm saying? And that's why being from a different race, you know what I'm saying, having a different history would always affect stuff. Now, you being able to see past that and all that good stuff, it's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? You can never expect everybody to react the same way you react or see things the same way you see things. It's just, we just different people. Right? But understanding, you know what I'm saying? You can if you can not understand why, you know what I'm saying, something is dear to somebody, why it's not dear to you. One man's meat is another man's poison. You know what I'm saying? One man's trash is another man's treasure. If you can't understand that concept, you think everybody should, you know what I'm saying, to see the same treasures are the same, or to see the same meat is the same, everything poison should be just, then you're just, to be honest, you're a fool. Because I always tell y'all, bro, variation is the flavor of life. We can all not be the same. We cannot all agree on the same things. You know what I'm saying? But we can understand each other. That's why this whole channel, you know, Line of Empathy exists. So we can understand each other. That don't mean we're going, you know, you don't need to accept it. You don't need to agree with it. But if you understand, maybe, possibly you can, you know what I'm saying, get to understand somebody better. You know, maybe you might accept it, but you will have to respect it. You get what I'm saying? So, like this whole thing, I know it's kind of going with me trying to explain, you know, why the N word is so exclusive, you know what I mean? But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't even know why bro is even trying to egg him out, you know, whatever, bro. Don't egg him on to say that shit, bro. There's no point you can prove. Once they say that, it's over with, you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, the exclusivity thing it's there for a reason, because the histories are different. Don't look at right now, because you can never understand unless your people were in their situation, period. You can't understand it. And I mean, realistically, you can if you really put yourself in a situation where, you know, say, let's say you had, as I explained that earlier, with the families and your friend type thing. But it just, to me, it's so easy to understand, maybe because, you know, of how close proximity I am with the situation. But for some people, you know, it's like a rich kid growing up rich. He never understood what it is to be poor. You know what I'm saying? And when he's talking to a poor person, like, oh, well, you don't work hard enough. Not understanding that some people grind, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Born in different circumstances. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of them things, but empathy would be the way for the person to be like, damn, I don't fully understand how that, you know, but, you know, there has to be a reason. And you know what I'm saying? And respecting that understanding, you might get to the point where one day they can be like, oh wow, okay, it's because, you know, his family this and that, maybe circumstances, I was born into this and he was born. Then you can understand. Same thing with hood guys and all that. It's all about understanding, empathy. That's why I built this channel on trying to, you know what I'm saying, border that line. You feel what I'm saying? So of course, you know, personally, I really don't give a fuck what other people's thoughts about this one specifically. I don't care about your thoughts per se. Like, you know, you can drop it in the comment section, and if it's some bullshit, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to delete it. I'm gonna let you know right now. If you're saying some dumb shit, that I'm going to delete it. But if you can give me some logic, then we can talk, because I feel like we all have, you know what I'm saying, things that exclusive within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Some things that you've gone through that, you know what I mean, the next person hasn't gone through, and they might not understand you fully, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? All that good stuff, bro. So I like to hear your, you know what I'm saying, what your thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? For sure, bro. As you can tell, my words is getting, you know what I mean? Because it's for me, it was a little triggering. Well, a lot of triggering, you know what I mean? But I'm composing myself, you know, doing the video, you know what I'm saying? Out of love, you know what I'm saying? Got a positive vibe. But we need to be able to understand each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm not supporting, you know what I'm saying, using no racial slurs and all that good stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, we should be able to try to move on, but moving on comes from understanding. It doesn't come from you just saying, oh man, they can say it, why can't I say all that shit? That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know, I'm not saying that's what they said in this video, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, period. When it comes to this situation, I feel like there's a reason why it's exclusive. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, I want to hear your thoughts. Break it down to me with respect. Or as I said, I'm ignoring that shit. I'm deleting that shit because, you know, this is definitely not something, as I said, this is not something that you can be joking on, come in here and, you know what I'm saying, trying to troll. This is not that. You feel me? But let's hear your thoughts, man. It's your boy Almighty, man. Got a positive vibes, man. Right here on Bro Talk, Line of Empathy. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. And of course, shout out to Mark. You know what I mean? And hey, people need more empathy, bro. People really need more empathy in this world. I'm gonna see y'all. Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. I'm gonna see you.
Almighty push.
Do like you supposed to. Do like you supposed to. Do like you supposed to. I say do like you supposed to.
Doing what I wasn't supposed to be doing. They were bigger outside of what they did than what they did. You know, I'm a great rapper, but you forgot about that right now because I'm doing so many other things. So that's what I want to be known for, all of the great things that I do outside of it.